Hi, it's great to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. How was GameCook started, and what was your original concept for the company?
I had created a game before. It's called Birdy Nam Nam, my brother and I. And the game had really good success in the region, especially in the Middle East. So we got an investment from Resource Group Holding, which is a Lebanese holding. It works in telecom. So we decided to do it on a professional level because the first game we did was more for fun. So we got the investment. We opened the company. It was in January 2012. And now we're a team of 5 people actually working on Game Cooks, and we decided all together to take games as our full-time jobs. Our founding of Game Cooks was really fast and simple. We have just a very small office in Beirut, 5 people here, all cool, relaxed, passionate about games, and this is it.
I love what you wrote on your website about creating games that are recognizable to Arab gamers and how you related that concept to cooking being more enjoyable with familiar ingredients. Why did you elect to create fun games with an Arabic twist? And also, why the cooking spin on your company logo and your company webpage?
All right, there are a lot of answers for that question. Let's start by the logo. My brother is the artist. He's a graphic designer in the company, and day one we started the company. We finished the papers. He just drafted something, and it was pretty cool. So we took that as a logo. We didn't do any research or things like that before. We just anything that popped up in his mind, we all loved it. So we took that as a logo. Then for the name, we wanted to cook games. I guess we didn't really think about the name. We thought that Game Cooks is a good name. We want to cook games, produce games. And then this is it. So, the logo and the name of the company was created in, I'd say, roughly a day. It was a fast decision, but we were quite happy with what we did. Regarding our products, well, we are Lebanese, so we are Arabs. And we understand the region pretty well. The region here is a big region. It has a lot of potential. And everybody just closes his eyes on this region. Nobody develops games in Arabic. Nobody... from the big guys in the US, in Europe, in Asia, nobody produces anything for our region. So we thought, why not? Let's do something for our region. We don't want to do only international games. We want to do games with an Arabic twist. And if they get international exposure, this is amazing. But our first focus is really on getting, Arabic games. We really wanted the Arabic user to take a game, play with it, and feels that we developed this game for him. It's not a game that is Arabized. It's a game that it's done for an Arabic user. So the behavior, the language, the music, the dialects, all Arabic.
And can you describe Run for Peace and Birdy Nam Nam, the story and gameplay for each?
For Birdy Nam Nam, actually, it's a group of mutant chicken that are invading the Middle East. And then you're a hero, you have to tap to shoot those chicken and, save all those Arabic countries. It was we wanted to do something really fun with a lot of fun voices, fun sounds, fun music. So it was a pretty fast game, let's say. But our concentration on Run for Peace, we wanted to do a game that is addictive, fun, endless, so score-based. We wanted people to challenge themselves in playing this game, and we wanted them to do it constantly. Because in Birdy Nam Nam, for example, when you finish the game, it's finished. It has levels, and when you finish those levels, the game is finished. What we wanted with Run for Peace is to create something that we can always play if you want to play. You have a minute on the bus, you just play. You're waiting in the car for someone, you just play it. On your lunch break, you play it. So we wanted something really endless. The concept was that we want to do something for peace because in the Middle East, as you know, the region is a little bit stressed, let's say. A lot of politics, a lot of bad behaviors here and there, a lot of different cultures mixed all together. So we wanted to secure peace, we wanted to spread peace, we wanted to have a nice message that people can understand. And what's the best medium to reaching people, and especially youth in our region? It's of course their iPhones, their smartphones in general, so iPhone and Android. So hence we had the peace concept in our heads, and then we adapted it into a game. We wanted something endless, so we figured the running game would be the best way. So the idea was, alright, this is Salim. The name Salim is inspired from Salam. Salam Arabic means peace. So, Salim runs for Salam, so Salim runs for peace. And then we created Salim and we said, alright, so Salim will run in different Arabic countries from a country to another country to spread peace. And each country he passes, he kind of, spreads peace in that country. And, this is the way we created it.
Well, in June I wrote an article on Kit Guru titled From World Domination to World Peace, How One Middle Eastern Game Developer is Shaking Things Up.
It was a pretty cool article. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And of course it was a reference to the juxtaposition of themes between Birdy Nam Nam and Run for Peace. So I was wondering why you decided to create a game about mutant chickens attacking Dubai, seeking world domination, and then created a game about a young boy running for world peace.
Yeah, for Birdy Nam Nam, our concept was to create something fun. Those chickens are mutant chickens, so they are evil chickens,
Right.
They're not really good chickens, so, shooting them and killing them up is not a problem. Wanted something really fun with a lot of colors, a lot of voices, a lot of, cool effects. So that's why we did Birdy Nam Nam back then. But now we were thinking about this strategic thinking to a game and want to think about something that can be international one day. Especially in these times, if you follow the news, you see that everywhere you have activities everywhere in Syria, in Egypt, in Libya, all those countries. And now was the time to call for peace. Come on, guys, stop fighting, think a bit, play, enjoy life, especially for the youth. I mean, people our ages don't care about politics. Come on, we just want to have fun. We want to go out, meet people, play games, do any regular stuff that people our age do. And that's why, peace was inspired, because now is the time for peace. Now it's time to call for peace. So hence the difference between Birdy and this game.
So how much of your games would you say were influenced by the Arab region, and how have gamers responded to the integration of Arab elements?
For Run for Peace, it's really too early to tell, because we just launched the game a week back or 10 days back. So we haven't had a lot of feedback yet. For Birdy Nam Nam, the Arabic region were very, very happy with this game. In the US, for example, on the App Store, we got a lot of very, very good reviews, but they were written in Arabic. So this stopped the downloads, because a lot of the American people, I'm assuming, I don't have, exact data, but I'm assuming that a lot of the American people just, saw the game, saw the comments in Arabic, and they were that was like a stop for them. Like, why the comments are in Arabic? What's Arabic? We don't know Arabic. Because, the Middle East region for Americans or Europeans is not a region that they know well, What you guys know about the region here is what you hear in the news. And, we all know not always the news are really exact. So in Birdy Nam Nam, having Arabic in the game did amazing success in our region, but didn't do the same success in the US and in Europe. People were afraid from the Arabic. People had, they just break. They had breaks, and they didn't continue downloading. So the game had huge success the first 2 days. Then when we had a lot of reviews in Arabic, it just froze the downloads. So this is for Birdy. For Run for Peace, it's really too early to tell. For now, for example, we have, yesterday we did 160,000 downloads. Today I'm assuming we did the same, because we still have the charts everywhere. We attended #1 in France, Spain, top charts in Italy, Germany, and a lot of different countries. But we do not have a lot of reviews yet. So I don't know what's the feedback. I don't know how it's going to continue. I'm not sure if the Arabic integration will be appealing to Western users or not. I'm sure that it is appealing for Arabs, but for Western users, I'm not sure yet. I don't have an answer yet. Yeah.
Oh, definitely hope things go well with your new game and the downloads.
Thanks. We're hoping that in the US we can make good downloads. Today we are in the top 200 in the free section, so we're hoping to climb a little bit more. And then in the Middle East, we had really good activities today. We were in Saudi in the top 3 or top 4, in the UAE in the top 10, Egypt in the top 10. So we're kind of climbing step by step. I really hope it stays like that, So, but until today, our biggest downloads come from Europe.
What music was selected for Birdy Nam Nam and Run for Peace, and why was that music chosen?
All right, for Birdy Nam Nam, it was a friend of ours. He's called Paul Name. He's a music composer, actually. We told him, all right, Paul, so we're doing a game. It's a cartoonish game. It's a nice game. Can you compose something for us? So he did a very, very good price for us. He took very little, and he did this amazing tune for Birdy Nam Nam. We all loved it, and the minute we heard it, we said, this is the tune for the game. So we just adopted that. But for Run for Peace, my colleague, in our team is called Joe. Joe is a music artist, actually. He's a musician. He works as a technical artist in game codes, but in the nighttime he's a musician, actually. And we were inspired by an old Arabic song called Mustafa Ya Mustafa. This Arabic song was, very famous in the 50s and 60s. So we kind of took this theme and then we shuffled it and we made it a little bit more cool, a little bit more new. And then, we finished it. But just to say that the music for One for Peace is done in-house. So Joe used to bring his keyboards and different instruments and microphones and, compose the music in the office, and that's how we got it. But it's inspired from an old Arabic song.
What would you say the video game market is like in the MENA region, and how has it evolved?
Well, the video gaming market in the region isn't quite big, actually. Users, they do play. Everybody I know, here or in Dubai or anywhere in the Arabic world, everybody has a PlayStation or at least an iPhone or a new Android. Everybody plays, whether on mobile or on console. But in terms of development, there isn't a lot, actually. There aren't a lot. You have a couple of other companies that are developing games for mobile, but it's still very, very shy in the region. So the demand is really high. Everybody wants to play, but the offer is really low. Nobody actually develops these kind of things. Not nobody, of course, you have some small developers, but nothing big yet. For example, people are getting interested more and more in the region. You have Ubisoft that actually opened offices in Abu Dhabi. So this is a very good sign that, the people are interested in developing games with an Arabic twist or with Arabic content. So it's picking step by step. The investments are getting bigger. The VCs are interested in the region. So it's kind of happening step by step. It's still very shy at the moment, but definitely it's coming there within the very, very, very soon, 6 months or 1 year.